Hi everyone, I am sick, so I am not going to be there today. I made this video to go over the assessment that you guys are going to be starting today and finishing up tomorrow. I'm starting on this slide because I wanted to show you very briefly that I have the video that you're watching linked right here, obviously. And then down below that, I also have the slideshow that I'm about to go through with you linked here in case you would like to go back through that part from the video. And then lastly, I have the assessment linked down at the bottom. You can also find that in the upcoming assignments in Schoology. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So you guys are going to be doing an assessment to finish up refugee based on character resettlement. And for this assessment, you guys are going to be graded over 7.7, which is with guided practice, construct an argument using claims and evidence from multiple sources. So basically, you're coming up with a claim and you're finding evidence from the book to back up that claim. So first of all, 2 questions I want you to think about before you choose a character and also before you begin thinking about examples. Number 1, what type of qualities would immigration officers want refugees to have? So the point of this assessment is for you to decide whether the character that you chose would be allowed into the United States based on things that are present in their story. And you get to choose the character of your choice. So what types of qualities would people want, or would the immigration officers want refugees to have? Well, they would probably want them to be helpful, kind, useful, and hardworking. Those are just a couple of examples. You can obviously come up with other ones, but those are just a few attributes. Number 2, how would you prove that you deserve refugee status if you were in our character's position? So this is that evidence piece. You're thinking about moments from your character's story that show what type of a person they are, specifically moments that would show the qualities that I mentioned above. So for example, how does Isabel prove that she is a kind person in her story? And then you would find that page number and insert that into your assessment. And I'm going to show you an example of that here in a second. So it might be a good idea for you to have your assessment open if you don't already, to kind of follow along with these steps that I have. So the first step is for you to decide a character. Now, I've used Isabel as an example, but that is purely because she's not going to be one of your options. You either have to do Mahmoud or Joseph, okay? We already know Isabel makes it into the United States, and so to make this slightly more realistic, you're going to decide between Mahmoud and Joseph who you believe would have a better chance of being resettled into the United States. Now, I realize that Joseph dies and goes to a concentration camp and that Mahmoud is resettled in Germany. We're going to pretend that neither of those things happened and that they are still attempting to flee their countries and are wanting to get into the United States. Okay, so pretend that the end of the book didn't happen. We are hoping for one of those characters to get into the US. You're choosing which one you think would have a better chance of making it in based on the things that happen to them in their story and how they react to those things. Okay, so step number 1, you're writing the name of one of those 2 characters. Okay, Isabel is not an option. Number 2, for your claim, you are just rewriting this question as a statement. The question says, should America grant refugee status and admission to your character? You're rewriting this as a claim. So, for example, if I chose Mahmoud, I would say, America should grant refugee status and admission to Mahmoud, period. And you would do the same sentence, but just replacing the name with Joseph for the other option, okay? This second step should be extremely easy. You're just rewriting the question as a statement, okay? Number 3, and this is the last step, so very easy. You're finding the evidence and reasoning for your character to be allowed into the U.S. So like I previously mentioned, think about those characteristics and traits that we would look for and want for refugees to have when they come to the U.S. So you're going to find 3 pieces of evidence from the book that show that your character should be granted refugee status. So think about things that happened to them or how they reacted to certain things that would prove that they are a helpful, kind, useful, hardworking person, and how they care about other people, etc. you're going to then, after you find that example, explain how that example proves that they should be allowed into the U.S. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and walk through an example here. I'm going to use Isabel because she's not one of your options. You're only allowed to choose Joseph or Mahmoud. So for step 1, I would write Isabel in that box. Step 2, I would rewrite that question as a statement. Isabel should be granted refugee status. I might add something in here about into the United States. And then step 3, I'm finding those 3 pieces of evidence and explaining how they prove that she should be granted citizenship. Okay, so here are my 3 pieces of evidence. I'm going to take a second here to read through these, and then I'll explain a little bit more about them. So evidence number 1, on page 8, Isabel explains the situation Cubans are in. Because of their economic situation, they're starving and resorting to eating zoo animals. So this is my number 1 evidence, right? I'm putting the page number, and I'm just paraphrasing what happened on that page. You can also write an exact quote if you want. Just make sure that the quote that you choose is sufficient enough to explain what's going on. It shouldn't be hard to understand out of context what that quote means. Okay, so you can put a direct quote, make sure that it makes sense. Okay, so for this one, the reasoning says, this example proves my claim that Isabel should be granted refugee status because she has a valid reason to flee her home. Isabel and her family are living in poverty and do not have enough food to keep them healthy. They're at risk of starving if they stay in Cuba, so they should be accepted as refugees in the U.S. So this first piece of evidence is kind of proving that what their situation is and why they should be allowed to flee their home country. The second piece of evidence says on page 47, Isabel trades her trumpet for gasoline to help her family flee Cuba. This example proves my claim because it shows that Isabel is selfless and kind. She is willing to sacrifice to help those around her, which shows that she would be a helpful member of society and she deserves refugee status. Notice that all of my reasonings have multiple sentences to explain that piece of evidence. So the evidence alone could be just 1 sentence, but the reasoning really should be a couple of sentences, making sure to explain how that evidence proves that your character should be allowed to resettle in the U.S. Okay, last one. On page 136, Isabel risked her life to jump into the water and rescue Senor Castillo. This example proves my claim because Isabel is again showing that she has strong character. She is brave and capable. Her willingness to risk her own life shows that she has a strong sense of right and wrong and would be a helpful member of society. So going back to those characteristics I mentioned at the very beginning, this is showing that she is very morally sound. She knows right and wrong. She's willing to risk her life to help other people. So hopefully in these 3 evidence examples, you can see that she is a good person and that she should be allowed into the U.S. Okay, this is it. This is the end of the assessment. Once you have all 3 pieces of evidence and you have explained how that evidence proves that your character should be allowed into the U.S., then you're done. You can submit the assessment, and that's it. Now, a couple of things. Number 1, when you finish watching this video, I do want you to put your headphones back onto the table in that basket. Please wrap them up, okay? No one should be listening to music or playing video games or anything else on their computers. We only have 2 days to do this assessment, okay, guys? So make sure that you're working hard today to get as much done as you can. Tomorrow you will have more time to finish it up if you need it, but I'm just giving you today and tomorrow. So you need to make sure you're done by the end of Tuesday, or you will be missing out on some of the fun stuff we're going to be doing in class, okay? Also, if you have questions about the test and stuff, I'm really hoping to be back on Tuesday. So I'm hoping I can answer your questions then. So maybe jot them down on your assessment or write a comment or something so that I can help you out with that when I come back. Okay. Thank you for being understanding. Please be respectful and responsible and have integrity today with our sub. I know you guys will do a great job. And yeah. So have a great day. I will not be checking my email tomorrow because I'm hoping to get as much sleep as I possibly can, so I'm ready to go on Tuesday. So I will try to get back to you on Tuesday, or I'll just see you in class on Tuesday to answer any questions that you have, okay? Have a great day. See you then.